the double standard in America is ridiculous. People are listening to Trump as though he's like some god or something, and I'm honestly scared. Just grow with me as a person and as an individual of society. TikTok is the 7 circles of hell. But I don't know. I like TikTokers. No, I don't. Like, if you don't even like tea, but you're trying to calm your cramps down, oh honey. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Leave me a comment down below letting me know what I should talk about next. Well, let's get into today's podcast right away. Here we are, and nothing seems to be getting better.
Rioters rushing past barricades and police up the Capitol steps, forcing their way inside. Both the House and the Senate evacuated. Lawmakers moved to safe locations. The invaders roaming the abandoned Senate floor, one hanging from the balcony.
I'm sorry, what?
Police with guns drawn inside the House. The violence erupting, one woman fatally shot outside the Capitol. Improvised explosive devices found. Several people injured. Offices vandalized. Windows smashed. The National Guard called in to quell the unrest, with that city now under curfew.
Armed guards. I don't even know how that was even possible. And only 4 people died. If a black person were to even walk in, he'd be dead. Like, even he wouldn't even be able to get through the gates.
The breach abruptly halting a joint session of Congress just as Republicans launched a last-ditch effort to overturn President-elect Biden's victory in the Electoral College. This unrest breaking out just after President Trump spoke at a rally near the White House, stoking the crowd by falsely claiming he won the election. Later, in a taped message, the president still baselessly saying the election was stolen, but telling rioters to go home.
I don't even want to talk about the situation. I just want to talk about the politics of the situation. I don't even like politics, and the fact that I've been more interested in politics than I ever have in my whole life in 2020 going into 2021 is ridiculous. Like, I'm almost damn near a politician. I feel like we're already 1 weekend, and this year is like a giant hurricane of chaos. So, from my last video, I briefly touched on Trump and Biden. Like, it was brief, but it was like the main topic of my video. And it's crazy how that's the main topic of the beginning of 2021. Trump literally has a mini army, and it's kind of scary because he gets to publicly pat them on the back and not have any consequences. And it just makes me go, the double standard in America is beyond me. And I've never thought that I would have to be so invested in politics as I am today. Like, I never would have thought that I would be as invested as I am in politics. I think it's a great thing, but at the same time, it's like, I would love to hear your opinions on the double standard of America. Because honestly, it's a big topic. It's a big red button topic that we need to discuss, and I feel like this shouldn't go unnoticed. This shouldn't go underneath the carpet. This is a very big deal. Trump needs to get impeached. I hope that everyone is having a beautiful 2021 other than all the chaos. Beyond that, I hope that everyone is in the house. Let's start it off with the daily tea. Citrus lavender. This is the second tea that I'm going to be drinking. I didn't want to do Teavana twice in a row. I wanted to switch it up. But due to everything that's going on in 2021, I didn't have time to figure out a different tea. So we're just going to go with Citrus Lavender right now. And it's from Teavana. Teavana is it's pretty legit. This beautiful blend is a sweet pineapple, apple, and orange zest are balanced by soothing lavender, chamomile, and a savory finish with the notes of sage. It's a luscious blend of bright fruit notes alongside calming herbals. Let's get into the daily tea, shall we? Trump coming into office was already a journey. This man is able to call black people terrorists. Citrus lavender. I already added honey, so citrus lavender is a very interesting balance. The #1 topic and trend of what to get during a pandemic or during a tragedy was toilet paper. It's a very light balance, I would say. Very relevant on the fact they said it had notes of lavender. It's not very like lavender in your face. Let's get straight into the drama. I just really want to dive in because so much has been going on, and I didn't really want to make this like a tea drama thing. I kind of wanted to make it tea and chill, but like I gotta get some stuff off my chest. America is a laughingstock, praising people who are sexual predators. We just realize the consequences of that fast growth, and I would never ask for that. I would much rather just grow slowly. It doesn't just slap you in the face with lavender. It's just sprinkled in there. I added honey, and they complement each other really well. So if you don't like sugar, put honey in this, and it's gonna change your life. If you're not a tea person and you're on your period and you just want to chill, this is the tea for you. If they believe in this man that much to storm the Capitol and butcher black people, how far will they go? You know? Being quarantined because it is only getting worse. Because there is another strain of coronavirus. Like, I was joking and I put like on my last thumbnail the Trump virus, and it genuinely feels like all of his Trump supporters storming into the Capitol, that was like the Trump virus storming into America, giving us the second strain from the UK. Crazy. Trump is patting his followers on the head for doing something that was a crime, doing something that should have got them killed on the spot. I don't understand why he's still in office. That just is another big example of white privilege. 4 people are dead from that Trump rally, and this man is still able to be in the White House. And you mean to tell me that he didn't get impeached? Nothing happened to him? He's just still chilling and smiling, and all he did was get banned? All he did was get banned from every single social media platform. He could just change his name to Osama bin Laden. Make a whole new account with a whole fake picture and see everyone's tweets still. And see every other social media platform and still do everything else that everyone else could do, just not under the name Donald Trump. I don't understand what the big consequence was and why that's such a big deal that he got banned. He should have been banned the first week of him being president, because no president should spend that amount of time on Twitter. Whoa. 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 Tony Lopez. You're like, why did we make these people famous? Tony Lopez could just go around doing whatever he wants. He thought it was okay. What really disturbed me, and everything would have been fine if it was just like, okay, he didn't know her age. But he knew her age. I don't understand how a whole police report could be let out about this man, and he still manages to rack up at least 1 million likes on on TikTok. I guarantee you, if I was a 15-year-old girl and I found out that this boy, who is TikTok famous, that I have been tuning into and been gacking over for the past couple of months and raising his career up, just to find out that he's been with a girl that's nearly my age, I would be like, oh my god, that could have been me. Oh my god. That's not okay when you find out that he's 20. Whoa. Whoa. You mean to tell me he's 20 and this man is not locked up? This man, nothing has happened to this man? The double standard in America. Because guarantee, if that was a black man and a black man were to be talking to a 15-year-old girl and be 20, prosecuted, everything will be happening to him at 20 was 16. No, no. And the fact that you found out that she was not 16 and you continue to pursue her, you deserve to rot in jail. That poor girl. That poor girl. Once upon a time, I was looking at the TikTokers and I was like, oh my god, they're so lucky. Like, they just rose up so quickly. The good life. They're living in mansions and coming up with like little content houses. These TikTokers have just been really leaving a bad taste in my mouth. We just decided to let them into the clout bubble. Yeah, it's too late. They're already there. You brought them there, and now you have to deal with them. Like, you put this person in a position of fame, that more fame that they deserved, way before their time. No. Not after Tony Lopez. I don't know what to expect. I'm scared. I don't know what they've been doing. I don't know what type of TikTokers there are. I heard that there's multiple out there who are like being with young girls, and a lot of them are like racist. A lot of TikTokers are racist, and it's coming out that a lot of them are racist. And I don't want to support that. Frenemies is back on, guys. Frenemies is back on. Seriously did not think they were going to come back. I did not think Trish was going to come back. I like the podcast. Trisha is weird, but she's funny and it just works. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think that it's a very good blend of social backgrounds and coming together and having to create this show and create a solid space of like functionality. To me is hilarious. I know Trish is a real controversial person, but I really like the podcast. It's a great friendship duo. They're the perfect frenemies because it's like they're friends and enemies, but they really are in like real life. I really like that about the show, and I just want to keep updated on that, I probably might talk about that I probably might talk about an episode every single one of my podcast, because I watch their podcast and it inspired me to make my own. So thank you, Trisha. And you taught me that even though you may be a mess, that you can easily come back and show people that you're not as bad as a person as they may perceive you to be. I highly believe in that, and I think that Trisha is a great person, and I think that she deserves a lot. And she deserves this podcast and this platform to be able to speak her mind and speak what she feels is her justification for things, so people can actually see how her mind works and how see through the eyes of the disability and see through the eyes of why she justifies what she does, so you don't quickly judge a person on what they do because you don't know why they do it. That's my opinion on frenemies. Follow me to see my everyday life and just to stay updated with me. Like, I have a really cool Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter that I am building as I go. I am trying to post consistently on those platforms. You will be seeing me if you follow them and see my consistency. The audience of the internet has become very ravenous and hungry for drama and the demise of big influencers. I feel like TikTok is going on this same spin around of racial drama, and it's starting to become a thing, a really big trend, if you would say, to cancel TikTokers for being racist. And I'm like, why do we make these people famous in the first place? 9 and 10-year-olds, I swear. Why are their parents buying them phones? I don't think that the influencer is going to influence my child or my sibling or my niece or nephew to be racist. And if they were, then we cancel. I don't think that we should filter so much hate in this generation, because I feel like we are so hateful in this generation, and it's getting to the point to where it's so toxic. I feel like as a society we all prey on the demise and the downfall of a very big influencer. I feel like it's starting to become very toxic. It's starting to become very noticeable in our generation that we don't care about the person's success. We mainly want to see them rise and fall. You could be at the top of your career, and it's so easy for everyone to hate you and want you to die in less than a second. Once you're at the top, it's so easy to be at the bottom. And we entertain ourselves on that, and I don't think that that's a good thing for our generation, and I think that we should really fix that, because I succumb to that as well. I do when I see someone who rose so fast and I feel as though they're not a great person, and I find out that they did something wrong, I will be like, oh yeah, they deserve to get canceled. I shouldn't feel like this. I should be hoping that this person gets past what they're going through. And that's on period, sis. Change. See this person's change. I highly recommend, before you cancel someone, see their progression over time and how they change as a person. But if they have no proof to back up how they've changed and how they are a new person, and even if they are or if they're not, how are you supposed to know? I don't know. I have no idea. That's a message to influencers. If you want to show your audience that you've changed, you need to have receipts. Prove it. If you have no rebuttal to the cause of what they're accusing you of, you have to show that. You have to have something to back that up. And if you don't, then maybe you weren't meant to be an influencer to begin with. So Charli D'Amelio as a whole, and my feelings about her family, I feel like they're all very like hobgoblins. Come on, you guys got successful over the 16-year-old child, and yeah, she's successful, but she's never gonna have a normal life. She's never gonna be truly happy. because she's gonna feel like people are using her all the time. Her parents create a show out of the fact that she does not have a normal life for a 16-year-old girl. I feel like she's very ungrateful as a influencer as a whole, but honestly, she's only 16, so it's more of just like she's a kid that feels like she should have more than what she has, but she should be grateful for what she has. I feel like she realizes that though, and she's gonna change and evolve into a great person. The fast growth of these influencers and how fast they're crashing down, it's honestly ridiculous. Because it's like seeing what they do, the things that these TikTokers do, people, like, I could talk about them all day. The rate for the tea, a solid 7 out of 10. Because the notes are amazing. It's a beautiful tea. It's not my favorite of Teavana's blends, but it's a really good blend. At that, I cannot deny the tea on that, sis. That was all for this episode, and I hope you guys liked it. I kind of just touched on the topics of tea that I felt this week. It was a really hectic week for everybody. Comment down below letting me know what you want to hear me talk about or what topics I should talk about. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms right here, because no harm in that, my social medias. And thank you for watching my little podcast of me just talking about how I feel, and I hope you guys stay tuned for next week's episode.